This is Robert with Pioneer Smokehouses, and today we have a brand new smoker, the Cuisinart COS-330 electric smoker. This smoker is designated in the 30-inch size range. It has 548 square inches of cooking space on 3 shelves. Now today we're going to go ahead and open it up and set it up. And some of the parts where it gets a little slow, I'll go ahead and fast forward it so you know ahead of time. Now I'm going to go ahead and just get right started. Typically what I would do is tray cut it, so let's give it a shot and see what happens. And just like that, it came out completely, no problem. Now, everything looks pretty good. There was a little bit of denting in the cardboard over in the corner, but because of the nice heavy layer of foam, it pretty much protected the base of the smoker. On the top, we have the directions, and you know I already downloaded those and read them ahead of time, so that way there wouldn't be any surprises. Go ahead and set this to the side just a little bit. All my garbage is going to go straight into that box, which will be great. I'm going to go ahead and open this up while I refresh myself on the directions here. So, like typical, the first thing it's asking me to do is to turn this upside down. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out all of this stuff so that way we can turn it upside down and get everything straightened out. Now this is one of the parts in the video where I'm going to go ahead and take a little break. I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it over first, and then I'm going to separate out all the parts from their wrapping. That'll take me a couple of minutes. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll be right back. So I've went through and opened up all the packages and organized it up a little bit, and I went ahead and set all the grill racks down below. Before I do this last one, I wanted to mention to you that this is 14.5 inches long by 12.25 wide. So I'll go ahead and set this down there with the other ones. The first thing I like to do when I go to do the legs is I like to inspect them and make sure they're all identical. I've set up an awful lot of smokers, and what I've always found out is that when you go to do it, there's always one different one, and you didn't realize it until you got all 4 of them put together. So I'm going to go ahead and set that out, because first step calls for assembling all the legs. Now, we have a blister pack here with all the screws in it, and it looks like we just have 2 sizes. We've got a bunch of small ones and 2 large ones. I'll go ahead and open that up. That'll be easy. We'll go ahead and dump those out. Typically, if I have 20 different fasteners, I will just cut little slots in the back so I can get to them but still see everything and it's all left in its original position, because it can be confusing once you do a bunch. Now I'm going to use my drill driver. I'm not going to recommend that you do. I'm going to recommend that you actually don't, but I'll go ahead and do that. Start by setting one of these screws in there, get it up in here, and line it up. Go nice and easy. That way you know you're not stripping any threads. Now the first leg is done and the directions tell me to repeat that 3 more times. So we'll be right back. Okay, now I have all 3 legs on and we're going to go ahead and flip that back over. Next thing it's calling for is the handles on the side. Directions call for them to be upright like this, but if you wanted to put them on the opposite way, you could do that. I don't know exactly why you would, but maybe you want to. When I do this, I put in all the screws loosely and then I tighten them down evenly. Similar to what you would do with a set of tires. And that one's on just like that. I'm going to do the other one. I'll be right back. I'm back, and now you can see that the other handle is installed. And the next thing is the temperature gauge. It just has a wing nut on here. And the nice thing is this one looks pretty standard and it's kind of small. So if you wanted to replace this with a different one, as long as it fits in that hole, you'll be fine. You could drill that out and use a longer one. The reason I mention that is because some of these are not very accurate, so you might want to upgrade. Tighten that snug, come back to the front, make sure you've got it leveled, and then give it a little bit more tightening. Trying to push on it with my fingers to hold it in place. It's kind of a challenge, but you can get it to however you're happy. And just like that, that step is done. Next is the handle. This spring is a heat resistant handle, so you should be able to grab that at whatever temperature this smoker is working at without issue. These ones will get hot, so you'll need your hot gloves for that. So I got it threaded by hand, then I'll go ahead and snug it up. Because this is a sheet of metal, you don't want to over tighten these ones because it'll dimple that. Now the directions are calling for inserting all the trays. When you insert the trays, you want to make sure that the little curved piece is in the back. That will hold the tray in when you're pulling it out. So when you go like that with food on it, it'll stop right there on that retainer. It's just like your oven. Now there is some wire here on the element to keep it in place, and I didn't see anywhere in the directions where it should be taken off, but I say it should be. I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, then I'll go ahead and insert this. And this is the rack that holds the wood chip pan and such. So it's calling to put the wood chip pan in right here. Of course, directly on the element. And then this is the water pan that goes right in here. And if you're a regular viewer, you know how I feel about water pans. And then in the next step, it's calling for this to go right in here. And that's going to be your drip pan. It's going to catch your oil and anything like that to prevent it from getting on the surfaces. One thing that I do like about this one is that with the legs, it gets it up off of the table, so we could actually use it up here if we want to. Now there is a hole right here for smoke to exit, and then air will enter right there. That hole is a little small in my estimate, but it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and close that up. Then it says to go ahead and plug this in. We're just going to test it really quick. And I've turned it on and off, and it appears to be functioning normally. I'm going to go ahead and open it and check and see if it's generating heat. And it is. And it has that new element smell. So we are completely assembled, and that's going to be it for this video. But we'll get back to another video almost right away. So if you want to check that video out, you're going to find the link up here. And if you are interested in this smoker, you'll find my affiliate link down there. I will get compensated for that, but it won't cost you anything. So let's go on to the next video. I'll see you over there.